guys, this is 3-4 days before our last class, and there's a book written by AndreDubus, who's right here with me. He and I are going to be talking, that describes his background in Haverhill, which is full of, I don't know if you would say father absence, but father distance.
Daily absence.
Daily absence, absolutely right. And I know that's the experience with all of you. And I'm going to read to you a scene from his book, but I have the opportunity to talk to him, and I've asked Andre to please explain his transformative experience, why he did it, what went through his head, how he did it. I'm hoping this will help you guys. So, Andre, if you could respond to that somehow, I'd appreciate it.
Well, you guys, it's good to meet you camera-wise. I'd like to meet you in person someday. We don't have a lot of time. I won't tell you my whole story. We all have a story, but I will tell you that my parents divorced when I was young. They were poor, then they got poorer. Sometimes I moved 3 times a year for cheaper rent. I was a small kid. I got beat up a lot. And when I was 14, I snapped. My brother was beaten up. He was 13. He was beaten up by a 20-year-old military policeman. He came home on leave just to beat up my brother. And I couldn't defend my brother. And I snapped. And frankly, my hatred for myself couldn't get worse. So I told myself I was never going to not fight again. And I became a fighter. I began to do push-ups and sit-ups. I began to lift weights. I began to box. And for about 10 or 12 years, I would just go looking for trouble. I hated cruelty, and I hated bullies, and I hated bad behavior, so I had to justify it to myself. So if somebody hit his wife, I'd put him in the hospital, or tried to. Some big guy loaded over someone smaller, I would go nuts on him. I got beat up, I got arrested. I got a lot of social rewards. See, the cops loved me. They because I was wailing on guys they couldn't without losing their jobs, and
guys who they wanted to wail on.
Guys who they wanted to wail on.
Yeah.
And here's I'm sure what a lot of you guys know. When I became a fighter, it wasn't about learning how to throw punches or kicks. It was about breaking someone's private space and not caring. And you have to kill a part of your own humanity to do that. And I got a lot of social rewards, and the little boy in me was actually proud that I changed my life and become a fighter instead of a victim. But, you know, we all have that higher part of us that knows the truth, that knows, if you look at the word intuition, it actually means to guard. And this little voice inside me always knew, no matter how many rewards I got after a successful fight, that I was on a road where I was going to die young, or I was going to end up in prison for killing someone. And, or both. And even if those things didn't happen, I just knew I was on a spiritually dark road, a dead road.